Hello and welcome to another episode of the Beluga Podpod. Today we're going to talk about E3 and all of their announcements. So with me today I have Christina, Brandon, Josh, and Logan. What's up, guys?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Laura.
All right, so we're going to go in order of the press conferences and some of the trailers that they talked about. So the first one is EA. You know, they started off with the basic ass sports games that I don't really think we
Whoa.
care about, as Brandon's reaction shows. Battlefield 5, no one plays those, right? Not in this group.
Nope. Just like, dude, EA, I didn't even watch their thing because I still hate them over that Star Wars thing. I didn't even watch it.
Oh yeah,
So you're just biased.
they definitely made sure in like every game that they announced, like there are no loot boxes, you can't
I
pay
don't
for
give two shits.
powers. No one. I feel like the
Like,
damage is already done.
they lost me. I can't. I didn't even watch it. They don't get shit from me.
Um, Christina, you did seem interested in Anthem. You got anything to say about that?
Not really. I mean, it looks interesting just because it's pretty much a world that the gods left behind, as what they were talking about during the interview. And it's also going to be a mix of multiplayer, or you could play on your own.
It's a BioWare, so I'm holding out hope for it,
Same here.
just because they're usually pretty good about their games, but it's also EA.
Same
sure?
here.
So I don't know if it's gonna hold up.
You know how Mass Effect Andromeda went, right?
Yeah, but that had a lot of problems, and it was mostly on EA's end. So I'm
Yeah.
not gonna blame BioWare for that. Also, I thought that was an okay game. I didn't think it deserved as much hate as everyone gave it.
Yeah, it didn't deserve that much hate, but I mean EA
It deserves
still
some,
fucked
though.
them up.
I do like their outfits, and I like that you could be kind of like, how in Overwatch, you could be either like a tank or a shooter or whatever. That's what they're going to do for Anthem. So I kind of like the options there. And I mean, their outfits are pretty cute too.
True. I do like the suits. The suits do look really dope. I always like
So-
BioWare's design for things.
Someone remind me, just what is Anthem about again? Is it like you're just with the group of people and you're hunting monsters? Is that it?
I think
It's
it's
the
like
whole
it's like a
premise, right?
mercenary type deal. Yeah, but you like form groups and like complete bounties and stuff like that.
They do keep pushing that it is going to be story focused, so that's good, but it's still unclear what the story is going to be.
And like with the story being the focus, I guess a lot of people are just kind of surprised how there is an option for like multiplayer.
It is kind of hard to craft a good story when you have multiplayer.
Oh, and you can go swimming.
All right, speaking of swimming, there's one other game at the EA press conference that caught my eye, and that was Sea of Solitude. Did you guys see the trailer for that?
No,
I
I
have
saw
not,
memes about it,
no.
but I didn't see the trailer.
Okay, so Sea of Solitude, it's a indie game, and the premise is weird. It's like when people are lonely, they turn more monstrous. It seems like one of those games that's more art and less, like a run and gun shooter action kind of thing. It just seems like it's trying to tell like a compelling story in an interesting medium.
The description I have here is the player controls a young woman named Kay as she explores an abandoned, submerged city and its creature in order to reveal why Kay herself has turned into a monster.
Is this like Cthulhu type stuff, or is it their own thing?
I don't think it's taking off of any known mythology. I think it's all original stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Okay.
interested. I'm gonna keep it on my radar, but I'm not gonna hold anything too high, for hopes at least.
It's kind of like messing with your inner demons type ordeal. And the art looks really nice too. I always like the arts in games. Gets me really excited.
All right, so then that's enough for the EA. We'll move on to Microsoft's press conference. Microsoft
God.
announced 50 games, so we're definitely not going to cover all of them. So we're going to start off with like the usual, they had the Gears 5. Logan, you play Gears of War, right?
Yeah, I stopped at like 3.
Ah. And then they have Halo Infinite.
Why?
What?
Like why?
I don't know.
Like-
Is this going to be the last one, like with BioShock? They called their last one Infinite. I don't.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know
the
what to
I
last-
say.
thought Halo 4 was going to be the last one because
Yeah, but
know,
then
they
they
had
had
a-
Halo 5, Josh. They
No,
can't. They
no,
can't
it's
give up
like
Master
Final
Chief.
Fantasy. It's the last one. It's the final one.
That's what I keep saying.
All right, so I know there are a couple games here that people are interested in. So they announced a new Cuphead DLC. Christina, you want to talk about that?
Oh man. Well, they're gonna have a new character, which is I forgot what her name is. She's like
She's the holy chalice thing.
yeah, the Holy Chalice, and so we get to play her as a character, and then of course, new levels and new items and etc. So I don't know. I'm pretty excited for
Yeah,
that.
I'm curious. Just to clarify, this is just an expansion. This isn't an actual new game. But I'm curious to see how big this is, how many levels they add.
Yeah, each level has its own cool, unique theme to it, and I was always excited to pass each level just because it was also super duper hard. It took forever to pass, but also because they each had their unique battles.
This is definitely like a must buy for me. I don't know if you have to beat the first game to play this though, which because we still haven't beaten the base game.
Yeah, luckily they announced it for next year, so we got time to get into that last world.
I'm sure that. Another game that they showed a trailer for at the Microsoft conference was Jump Force. You guys
Oh
see this?
Lord.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Brandon?
Like,
What's up?
The
Jump
Jump
Force?
Force?
Oh my god, that was such a hype trailer. I was like, oh, it's Naruto. Then I saw Luffy in New York, and I'm like, he's gonna fight Spider-Man? Tell me he fights Spider-Man. No, I wasn't. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. But at the same time, I think they had one last year that I thought looked pretty cool, but it was like a really buggy game with little stupid ass physics. But like, jump games are so hype. They're always hype. Like,
Yeah, I mean the
to watch
crossovers. That's what.
Goku
My
beat
my
Naruto's
problem
ass.
is they have gods fighting Luffy.
Dude, Luffy's
how does the guy who can stretch his arms and legs beat a fucking Super Saiyan? Please, like,
well,
that
okay.
makes no sense.
How does a stick beat a soldier?
What game is that from?
That's just real life, man.
What?
If a soldier and a stick fight each other, the soldier breaks the stick in two. Now you have two stick. Stick always win. Like, this Luffy is like he's completely made of rubber. Okay, so like no matter what Goku does, no matter how many times he gets punched, like it just comes right back. He's a rubber man. He's invincible. But that's besides the point. You're talking about characters like Light from Death Note. You're talking about
Yeah,
this dude who has
that's
to write people's names down fighting Naruto.
But
Like,
that's another
fuck.
thing. Why did they
Naruto-
put that guy in there? You could just like,
He's from
oh, give me
Naruto.
your name. He
Well,
writes
I
in the
mean-
notebook. GG. That's it. Done.
You know how hard it is to write out Naruto Uzumaki
Not
before
very
you
hard.
get killed?
It's not that hard. If you
What
can
about
write
Goku?
fast,
Is
you
his
can
name
definitely
Goku?
do it.
Is he Goku or is he Kakarot?
Ooh. Oh.
This
Oh,
is where the mind
dang.
games come in. If there was like the anime, it'd be like 30 episodes. But since it's a fighting game, I'm assuming like Ryuk comes in and blocks them, and then like you could probably like slowly write their name out with special bar or whatever. But like you
I
gotta see
imagine
how it
it's
works.
majority Ryuk doing stuff.
Yeah, I feel like it's. I mean, if he's fighting you like Phoenix Wright, I also wouldn't have a problem with that because Phoenix Wright shouldn't be fighting like Captain America. But like, I'm gonna let that pass because that was cool.
That's true. That's true. All right. Moving on to another game, Ori and the Will-O-Wisps. It's a sequel to Ori and the Blind Forest. A very highly acclaimed game. Very beautiful art style. Anybody got any comments?
I
I
cried.
love
I've seen the trailer
the
and
music.
the art
It hit
style
me.
and the game mechanics. I'm excited to see what the game mechanics are like in this version because they said they put in new like abilities and stuff.
And in the trailer, they show a baby owl. I
Oh yeah, the
mean,
baby owl's
Oh.
adorable.
like, what are they gonna do with him? Like, is he gonna help during like fights, or does he just
Well,
like follow?
have you guys finished the first one or played the first
No.
one?
I
yet.
have not.
Ah, is it okay if I say spoilers or
No.
Okay.
I do plan on beating that game eventually.
Okay, then I will hold off till when you guys finish that game. Once you played the first game, you guys will understand what leads on into the second game. So,
Ah, I
just a little note.
I
figured.
mean, I hope the first game will lead to the second game, not like Kingdom Hearts.
Oh god, yeah.
I hope that was
Hearts
like
is
if I play the first
confusing.
game, I'll understand what's happening in the second game.
So now we know before you play Ori and the Will of the Wisp, you gotta play the first one.
Well, that makes
Yeah.
sense just for story, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Still.
another game. I think this is from From Software, the people who make Dark Souls and Bloodborne.
Yeah.
It's called Psycho Shadows Die Twice. Did you guys see the trailer?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
it. It looks so good.
You
Yeah, it's
could-
interesting because you get like an arm that transforms and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could pull. You could be like Scorpion and say, "Get over here," and pull people off from their mounts and shit.
Oh yeah,
That
and he
looks
used like the
amazing, dude.
umbrella as a shield. That was crazy.
Yeah. I'm actually very excited.
I'm
to see how
I'm
that
excited to
plays
see what
out.
From Software does with like feudal, like samurai shit. So
Yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised because they
excited
have this and they have what's the other one called? It's got Ghost of Tsushima.
well,
Oh
not
yeah,
From
that's not
Software.
From Software, but it does look very similar
I mean,
setting.
they're both like they're just it's just interesting they're releasing both these at the same time. They look pretty similar. It's like McDonald's and Burger King. I'm like, this is pretty much the story of Samurai Jack just stabbing things that aren't robots.
Yeah, so Logan, as like a veteran of the, I don't know, what would you call that, Soulsborne franchise? Like, what would you want to see in this game?
I'd like to see it because they usually like keep out story and make you like figure it out yourself. So if they like have some kind of, which I enjoy that because I like that type of stuff. But I'd like to see if they have a more defined story or if it's kind of the same aspect of the Dark Souls and all that.
Okay, all right.
I'll be pretty happy with whatever they come up with.
I was just gonna say, I'm just happy it's not zombie related, or at least it better not be. I didn't see any in the trailer, but
Yeah,
I'm
there
also
were
excited.
there were a lot of zombie games and a lot of shooters this E3.
Too many shooter games, especially.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I like a
So-
variety. At least the stuff shown at the press conferences. I know there's going to be more trailers shown throughout the week and on the sideshow and stuff, but just through the press conferences, a lot of shooters. All right, another game that I'm not sure. I know I'm really excited for, just because it's made by the people who made The Witcher, is Cyberpunk 2077.
Ooh, I'm so excited for that.
Ooh, that looks so cool.
Yeah, I still don't know what the story's going to be about, but I don't really need to because the trailer already hooked me in.
Game Informer had like a little interview which I read through, so it seems pretty good.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, no, I'm
Really like
excited.
that it's in the future, but there's not like flying cars and shit. Pretty real. 2077, you're still shitholes, you know. Like,
Yeah, it's not like
Well,
a
I mean,
utopia.
it's a cyberpunk type.
it's
shit,
cyberpunk, but like there's not flying cars, which is like pretty interesting to me. Any kind of futuristic game goes in the future specifically so they can put flying cars in.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna keep this game on my radar. Let's see here. Captain Spirit. Christina, I know you. Well, you played some of Life is Strange. Were you interested in this game, the Captain Spirit game that's for free?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised they said free, but maybe.
It's only the one chapter though. Just
yeah.
so you know.
I'm kind of excited. I mean, just because Life is Strange was pretty good. Just kind of wondering what they're going to do with this one. Seemed
Okay.
pretty dark and, kind of touching in a sense, just because it's just a kid wants to change the world and the father's alcoholic and the mom dies. Just like the feels. So I don't know. I'm just kind of curious, like what this little superhero could do.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't interested until I heard it was free, and then that piqued my interest because there's zero
Just
barrier
like
to
free
entry,
pizza in the lunchroom.
right?
I think that's this definitely going to be a good way to get people suckered in if it's good enough. Just make the first chapter free and see if it lives up to expectations of Life is Strange.
All right, last thing. Terry Crews is in a game. Crackdown 3.
What?
Oh my god, the freaking
What?
commercial
He's
trailer
in
is
Crackdown?
hilarious.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
What?
What is he like? A main character, side character, or villain?
I thought you were going to say he was in Shaq Fu.
I'm pretty sure he's like a main character. I don't know. I only saw like half the trailer because I went to the bathroom during it.
Oh my god, it's not his voice, it's his face.
Yeah, it's all of him. It's Terry Crews himself.
You don't just play Terry Crews, you are Terry Crews.
What? Not ready.
I know, so much
So,
life
like-
change.
So, like, throughout this whole game, is he just gonna be shouting at people?
Why would he not? He'd lose money.
That's true.
I would only buy this game so he could yell at me.
Oh man, but that's interesting. That like got me a little bit more interested because I never played any of the other Crackdown games. I know our friend Ed has, but me personally, I never got to play them because they were only Xbox, right?
Yeah, I
I
feel like
thought it was
I definitely-
PlayStation.
All right, next press conference is Bethesda. Their biggest thing. Well, first of all, I'll just open this up. You guys got anything from Bethesda's press conference that you found interesting?
I didn't really watch it.
All I saw was they announced that Skyrim or Elder Scrolls 6 is coming out.
Yeah, the 30-second trailer that really excited me, and then I realized, oh,
Oh
that's
man,
it.
it's just the title.
But it's good to
Ooh.
know that they're actually working on it. That's what makes me happy is that they're actually doing stuff on it now. So whatever.
Oh.
We might not get it till next gen of consoles, but whatever.
Mhm. I
Oh.
believe there's also another title that Bethesda is releasing, similar to like the Mass Effect universe or just Mass Effect in general. It's called Starfield, I think.
Oh, I don't think there's been any information about it. It's just
Yeah.
that it's set in space.
When people saw that trailer, it gave them that like Mass Effect kind of vibe, and even when I watched it, it did the same for me
They
too.
ripped off the titles.
Yeah.
That was exactly Mass Effect title.
Oh, was it?
sequence. Yeah.
I didn't notice. Oh, damn. Did you guys see the Skyrim Alexa with
No.
What?
with Key? Yeah, it was a pretty funny commercial. They're basically ripping on the fact that Skyrim's come out for like every console since it's released. And they're like, now you can play it on Alexa. And then I found out that it's actually a real app. So you can go on your Alexa right now and play Skyrim. I don't think it's gonna be like the full game. It's probably just like one dragon battle or something, but you can give out
Oh.
voice commands to Alexa and she'll tell you what's going on.
Oh, I thought like they
Really?
added a feature where like if you say "Fus Roda" and she just like does something fancy or something. I thought that's what it was, but I guess it's just a free game.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a tease. It's just a joke. I don't think
And
it's
then,
serious.
and then he's like talking, he's like playing on the refrigerator, the smart refrigerator at the very end. There's like all these ice cubes everywhere. Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yep. And then their big thing, Bethesda's big thing, Fallout 76 was announced. It's gonna be multiplayer, and I don't know how to feel about that.
Isn't
mean-
it all online, or is
Yeah.
it?
Yeah,
like,
it's
you have
online
to be-
only.
So there's like no like local gameplay or anything like that.
It's all gonna be server based, so you can probably do private servers, but you're still gonna have to be online.
Okay.
I don't know how I feel about this just because I always like mods that add multiplayer to Bethesda games like Skyrim and Fallout 4, but I also like the option to do it solo, and I like that it is a game crafted around solo play. So I don't know. I'll keep an eye out on it, but I'm not too hyped for it.
But again, it's Bethesda. I don't think Bethesda has like ever disappointed its fan base.
I mean, Fallout 4 had a lot of backlash. It was very divisive. People either loved it or they hated it. So we'll see. We'll see.
Do you think the game has fallen out?
Boo.
I'm just gonna like move you to like a different channel.
You loved it.
All right. Well, next press conference was Square Enix. We're not gonna talk about Kingdom Hearts just yet. So, is there anything else? Because I felt like it was just a huge waste of time. Besides, like even the Kingdom Hearts trailer then was a waste of time. But again, we're gonna talk about Kingdom Hearts later. So, anything else?
There's the crossover, which I didn't actually look at. I just know it's a thing now.
Oh,
Oh,
dude,
the-
there's so many memes of just like, can't escape from crossing fate. Like, it's that's it. And that entire thing is just a meme. It's pretty great, actually. Also, it's like Uncle Phil versus Uncle Carl from Family Matters. It was I had fun with it, but otherwise, pretty shit.
Christina, did you have any trailers? I know you were looking into Dragon Quest. Did that trailer give you what you were looking
Ooh,
forward
Dragon
to?
Quest.
I think it's really nice to, I don't know, I'm a cheesy person. You know, friendship, love, you need your friends to help you in the battle. I mean,
You.
touches me. Gotta love the power of friendship. But anyway, I mean, it's really cool because it actually showed the gameplay a little bit more. It's not just a really cool trailer. I'm glad that they confirmed because, like, the original trailer, the opening trailer, they announced it like sometime in September. But if you actually go to like the PlayStation store, it says December 31st. And so I was completely confused of when the actual date is. So now it's like September or something. So it's completely confirmed.
Oh
That's
yeah.
great.
Usually online stores will put a placeholder if they don't have a date for it. They'll just put it for December 31st of whatever year it is. 'Cause they don't
Okay.
know. So yeah. But I guess we can move on now from Square Enix to Ubisoft.
We can skip Ubisoft.
For Honor is free for a week.
Yeah, For Honor's free now. You have to download it this week, and it's free forever. So
Is that
there's
the game
that.
where you run at people and punch them while they have bows and arrows and shit?
It's
I don't think you
medieval
punch them.
fighting.
Yeah, it's like sword and axe and weapon play.
It's
Oh
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah,
chivalry, but more.
yeah. I was thinking about
technical-based.
chivalry.
It's
Where
a
I
lot
like,
more tactical though, because there's like you have to
Mhm.
read the opponent which direction they're gonna attack and block it and shit, and it's interesting.
reading.
The one I'm trying to look for it right now. The one game that Ubisoft announced that I really am excited for, that looks really good, is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yeah, the trailers look very good. Still haven't seen any gameplay, but they do have very exciting trailers. I'm still gonna hold off just because I know those are just cinematics, but it is interesting.
True.
Never played
Yeah.
the first one.
What console was it on originally? When the first one came
I
out?
think it was on
Do you know
PS2.
that?
Yeah, I think it was on
Okay.
PlayStation.
I know they
Yeah.
remade it. You can buy it on PS4.
I was a little disappointed. I was hoping they were going to talk about it a little bit more because last year it was a cinematic trailer and now it's like cinematic trailer part 2, and obviously something bad's going to happen, but I don't know. Hopefully come out with more answers soon.
All right, Josh. You liked Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, right?
It was something new compared to like all the other Assassin's Creed games that I've played.
Did you enjoy
So
the pirate ships?
I did have a lot of fun with the pirate ship. I'm not gonna lie.
Did you see the trailer for Skull and Bones?
I did. I actually
It's
thought that was another Assassin's
basically
Creed game.
just the Assassin's Creed 4 pirate ship battles in a game.
Yep. I actually thought it was like improved version of Sea of Thieves.
Yeah,
Can't
I was thinking
remember
that too. Like, it's so nice that Sea of Thieves. It's so nice for them, at least. The Sea of Thieves came out, got everyone hooked on some sort of pirate game, and then kind of sucked. So now they can just jump in and fill that need.
Now the other studio is gonna have a heyday because their game is a lot better than Sea of Thieves.
Well, I mean, Sea of Thieves is getting updates. They're getting DLC expansions, I think. I don't know if you have to pay for it, but they're getting expansions, so good for them. There's also Assassin's Creed Odyssey, set in ancient Greece, if I remember correctly.
I'm like slightly interested in it just because I like that mythology.
Yeah,
But
me too.
I still don't know if I'll actually like pay attention to it.
I don't either, just because it's only been a year since Origins came out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel like you would need more time to craft a really good game than just a year.
Ubisoft is going back into the same loop where they release a game year after year. So I don't really have high hopes for Odyssey at all, and I'm pretty sure it might just end up disappointing again.
Okay. All right. So with that, pretty much done with Ubisoft. Unless anyone else has anything they want to share.
Nah.
All right.
Get
Cool.
Assassin's Creed.
Okay, now moving on to one of the big boys, Sony. I'm gonna start off with the smaller stuff. So, Resident Evil 2 remake.
I'm hyped for that.
That trailer was intense. The faces look
so hype. It looks so good.
The faces look too close to real. Like, it's not even Uncanny Valley. It's just like creepy seeing the zombie face. I was like, that looks like it could be some dude.
Yeah.
I had to look away. I was too scared. But I at least saw the rat part where I thought it was kind of cool how they introduced Resident Evil 2, like the trailer, how you're just like this rat, and it's kind of confusing because you don't know what kind of game it is at first. And then it kind of just, I don't know, shit happens and the rat gets stepped on. It kind of like zooms out and boom, zombie.
That was the first Resident Evil I played, and so I'm excited to actually be able to like control the character better because that game sucked. So to be able to beat and play like a high definition Resident Evil 2, I'm hyped.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that game has enough love where it's definitely gonna do well with the HD remake and hopefully Control remake.
Yeah.
Apparently, a lot of people were looking forward to it. So
it's the same group that made Resident Evil 7, right?
I'm not sure, but if it is, higher hopes than before.
I'm thinking Resident Evil is gonna do, or Resident Evil 2 is gonna do really well.
Okay. So that Ghosts of Tsushima, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. That looked really cool. The samurai game.
Yeah.
That's the one that Brandon was mentioning earlier. That one looks pretty interesting. The combat looks nice, and it just looks very cinematic.
The visuals in that game look so good. Watching that trailer, their saturation of colors and stuff was like so spot on.
Dude, sometimes I watch these games, I'm like, this looks better than real life. Like the sunset. Like I haven't seen a sunset that looks that good. Maybe seen 2 of those in my life.
I was just like looking this up just to kind of refresh, and I guess it's Sucker Punch Productions.
Yeah, they do. Isn't that Sly Cooper and Infamous? Right? That's Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I think that's Sucker Punch.
Yeah, that was Sucker
yeah.
Punch.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is what they've been doing. Because I don't think they made any game for the PS4, any franchise.
They came out with Infamous Second Son.
Oh, that's
That
true.
counts.
That was like a launch one, so that's why I forgot about that.
Mhm.
That was a little while ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Okay, how about that Death Stranding trailer though?
Ready to eat some babies.
They hyped up that game
Oh,
for like I don't know how many years. And all I saw from that trailer is you collect babies.
you know, I was like cooking clams yesterday, and you know how they're kind of, I don't know, the ones I was eating was like orange. It kind of looked like the baby that they were eating in the trailer. It kind
Oh,
of got
yummy.
grossed out. I know. I was just like, taking my daily dose of babies.
Nutritious.
Yeah, the thing with Kojima, like with all the Metal Gear games, they're always like batshit insane, but at least they're somewhat grounded. This looks like he was just given free reign to do whatever he wanted, and
I'm so down for that though. Like
I
I
am
want to see
super
how
excited.
I want to see how crazy this gets.
like I'm on the same boat. I'm 100% in the same boat. I don't know like what's gonna happen, but it looks very interesting, and I just want to see the end product.
Yeah.
I want to know, like, are all those like weird human bodies, or are those the same bodies that were taken away, like in the, trailer?
Those are people's souls.
Okay.
It's
That
also
can make
nice that
sense.
the main character isn't like a soldier. He's just a delivery guy.
Oh yeah. You go delivery man.
Daryl!
All right, The Last of Us Part 2 trailer.
Oh my god, that game looks amazing. I just want it to be released right now.
Okay, I've never played the first one, but I thought it was really cool that in the trailer, that was like the very first one that they were showing for PlayStation, and like where the audience was the same. They built a special location with all the lights and all that as like in the Last of Us Part 2 trailer. I thought that was really cool.
Oh, you mean how the like actual physical place that the people were in matched the one inside the trailer that Ellie was in?
Yeah, like they built it specifically for E3, the PlayStation conference, and I thought that was a really great way to start off the conference.
Yeah, I mean, this one was very artsy. It was weird they had intermissions because they were moving people along to the next spot of the experience. It was weird, but I liked it. Yeah, this Last of Us 2 trailer though, seeing Ellie in action was really cool. It's pretty much confirmed that we're only playing as her and not as Joel.
I'm just curious as to know what happened to Joel after like the first one.
Yeah, it's unclear if he's. I mean, I think I saw a interview where they said he's not dead, at least in the part that they showed. But they were very vague about, so he could possibly die later on.
I could see that honestly, because I mean he's done some very interesting things in the first one that eventually I feel like karma's gonna hit him back. I could definitely see him like being killed off.
Yeah, this game does still keep the same tone though, very intense, very
Definitely.
fight for your life kind of feel. The next trailer is the Spider-Man trailer. How'd you guys feel about that? The Sinister Six trailer that they had going on?
That looks so good. The villain, Mr. N, which is pretty hilarious. Like he even though he looks a little dumb, I'm really down for his character. It looks like you have a lot of free reign in a Spider-Man game, which is super cool. Like you get to go around buildings, you get to fly however you want, you get to slide under people's legs and shit. You get to like dart around the field like you're a fucking spider. It's pretty hype.
Yeah, no, the trailer was pretty exciting. And then afterwards, they showed some gameplay of it, and the web swinging part looks amazing. Combat looks like it can get a bit repetitive, but I don't know. The boss fights are probably going to be crazy. I'm looking forward to it. All right, last but not least, we can finally talk about Kingdom Hearts.
Is it time already?
It's time.
So when Kingdom Hearts opened up, I was like, yo, that Xbox trailer, they're putting it on the Xbox? And then they did it again at Square Enix. I'm like, oh my god, that Kingdom Hearts trailer though. And then they did it again. I'm like, oh my god, Pirates of the Caribbean. I was like, wow, this game, like they just they were saving all this shit for the last couple of years or something. Like they put out everything at once.
Well, it was like a kind of like a grand finale of announcements. Like, there you go. You waited this long. At least they gave us something, you know?
That's
Yeah,
true.
they gave us a date because they've been hyping up this game for like I don't know how many years since 2
It's
came
been
out. They're
like
like, you know what,
13
2.5.
years
Yeah,
or something like
2.5.
that.
Here's a 2.8. Here's a 2.95. Here's 2.94. Fuck you. Like,
Yeah, during the interview that they had, and they made, I think I was watching the IGN one. They were just talking about it in the background. But what was really cool is that for people who are going to play Kingdom Hearts 3, there's going to be a whole new audience too. Like Kingdom Hearts came out when we were all kids, and now that we're all in our 20s, think about like the new generation, like the new youngins who's going to play Kingdom Hearts 3 now,
That's
They're
true.
definitely going to be making
They're not
lots
gonna
of
know what the
money.
heck's going on, so they gotta buy those older ones.
And it was really smart because they put a lot of the modern Pixar Disney movies out there, the ones like Wreck-It Ralph and Frozen and all that. Like these new kids discovering Kingdom Hearts 3, they're going to really love it because of those characters. They're going to
Oh, yeah.
freak out like we did as kids.
They're definitely gonna put all the newer ones because in the trailer they mentioned how there's 7 new Princesses of Heart. Whereas in like the first game, the Princesses of Heart were like the old classic Disney princesses. These are like the new age, newer princesses like Elsa from Frozen and Rapunzel and probably Merida from Brave and Tiana from Princess and the Frog. Probably all those characters will be in it.
Moana.
Oh shit, you're right.
dude, I'm actually a little sad they didn't show Big Hero 6 because they showed a promotional photo of that last year with like him riding on
hype.
Baymax. Oh my god, they didn't show any of that shit.
That's
They
my
showed
computer
Ratatouille though.
wallpaper. Oh yeah, that brief second.
You can cook, like, oh, great.
Dude, okay, so these games, I just get tired when I think about the story, just trying to remember what's going on. But then I see the gameplay, and I'm so excited. I'm so down for this game again.
It looks so good.
Um,
The Zemnort is the guy who's. I
did
can't.
okay, yeah, I gotta catch up too. I can't remember, but like, is he like the little kid that talks, and then there's like 3 different versions of him in like the trailers?
There's time travel now, so
Okay.
that's all you need to know. It's confusing now.
Back to the past.
I definitely think like for me personally, it's a little bit overwhelming, and that could be a good thing, not necessarily a bad thing. But like when they were showing like the Toy Story, and they're like in the store, and in the store there's actually different levels of it. I didn't notice that until they brought it up. Yeah, it's an act like you're going through the whole mall. And then of course all those like new summons and combos, so it could be a good overwhelming.
Yeah,
Hopefully, as long as
yeah.
it's done right.
Hopefully they don't overstuff it.
Yeah, you know how like, okay, it's been so many years and finally they give it to you and it's not as good because they did too much to it. Like hopefully that's not the case.
Yeah, because like when I saw the Pirates of the Caribbean thing, I was so excited. I saw him like, was it riding a pirate ship, firing at other ships, and he was boarding the ship, fighting Heartless. Then he was like jumping on top of a Heartless and fighting a bunch of more, and then he was riding on top of a rainbow, and it was just insane.
It looks super fun to play. I just hope it's not like a lot of button mashing.
Oh,
me too. I just wish they kept the when they were showing the Pirates of the Caribbean part for the trailer. I wish they would have taken the part where they're all just kind of like staring, like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh yeah, that was super weird. I'm like, why are they just looking at me?
Right? Like, why are they just staring? They look like zombies.
Like that was really, yeah. That entire scene was just unnecessary because all we needed to see was Jack Sparrow. That's all we needed to see.
I giggled because like I forgot like how cheesy Kingdom Hearts was, and like the part where Sora's just like, Jack, don't give this guy your time of day.
My God, I thought it was
So
the same
cheesy.
voice lines. I thought it was the same voice lines from the first game. It's like, give me strength. I'm like, that sounds like they didn't even like hire a new guy to do it. They just took it from the first
Right?
game. God.
I
Oh
hope
yeah.
Sora grew up a little bit because he kind of looks the same as like the second one.
Yeah, they didn't age like we did.
I at first when I heard Utada singing the song, I didn't really like it at first, but then the song with the trailer, oh man, that got me hyped. Gave me the little
Yeah.
feels a little bit, teared up just a drop, like
I
my
actually got an
childhood.
ad. Yeah, I got an ad on SoundCloud that she's finally able to release her album. It's coming out like in a month. She's like, I can finally release this. It's been sitting here for years. Like,
Oh nice.
That's hilarious.
Oh,
She's gonna be making
God.
more money.
she's like, they've been keeping my music hostage for 13 years. Like,
I can finally make money again.
it's like it's in my contract. I can't release this album.
Yeah, so we're all excited for Kingdom Hearts. Looking forward to it. I hope it doesn't disappoint.
Yeah, I fucking hope not.
But yeah, it definitely the whole game looks overall. It's presented very well.
Except for the voice acting.
We'll
They
see.
put all their monies on the graphics, not the voice
This
acting.
is possible. They just didn't hire a new person. They're like, fuck it, just no one will notice.
Yeah. I mean,
Alright.
now at least like, you know, Sora, Donald, Goofy, they don't look as awkward now compared to like the rest of the Pirates in the Caribbean characters.
Yeah, that is because in Kingdom Hearts 2, they looked so weird being super cartoony next to a realistic Jack Sparrow. Now at least they kind of match style. Like he still looks super realistic, but they look fine now, I feel.
Woo!
But okay. The final press conference of E3 was Nintendo. So Nintendo Direct was just entirely Smash Bros. Focused. So before we get to that, there's a bunch of like smaller games that were announced for the Switch. One of them is Overcooked 2. I know that we all hear like Overcooked, so that's gonna be exciting. The sequel.
Yeah, actually, after I saw it yesterday, I was playing it on my computer. Couldn't resist.
You can like toss food to each other.
I mean, you could already kind of do that. You just had to really be good at it.
Yeah, that's true.
I got excited because you get to cook on a hot air balloon.
Which
I
makes
wonder
no
how
sense,
that's gonna
but-
go.
The first game, you get to cook in space.
Wouldn't it just blow up?
I remember serving people in hell. Like there's this dude just lava all around him, and he's fucking eating a steak. And I'm sitting here slaving over it.
I forgot about that.
Another game that got announced for Switch is Hollow Knight. Josh, I know you like Dark Souls, and I know you like Metroidvanias, so you should check that game out.
I've heard it definitely follows the Metroid gameplay formula, so it looks very difficult to play, and I do like the visuals from it too. I just hope that I don't rage quit.
Oh no, you definitely will.
Oh god.
I raged quite a while ago. I haven't picked up that game.
I know I would have beaten that game if it was on Switch because I could just take it portable with me. Whereas right now I just have it on my PC, so I can only play when I'm on my PC. And usually I'm playing with you guys, so playing single player PC games is a struggle for me right now. I do wish that I beat
It's
that
hard.
game.
Cause like my biggest struggle is like I need time. Like I want to put like a good 2 or 3 hour session. I'm like I can't commit 3 hours to play this fucking game.
Yeah, it's a
Especially
struggle.
just to be pissed off.
You just gotta drop League of Legends.
That's crazy talk, Josh.
Yeah, don't you know we all have a problem?
Yeah, I don't have a problem. You have a problem.
Who said I had a problem?
Maybe you
I
have a
don't
problem.
What? I'm on vacation.
Maybe.
I have a problem.
No,
You
Logan,
have-
you have a problem.
No, I quit that game.
Damn.
Aram?
Oh god. No thanks.
Before we do that, were there any other like smaller Switch games that were announced that you
Mario
guys
Party.
Oh, there's
Fortnite.
Like,
Mario Party.
Okay, hold on. Let's go down. Let's go down the list. All right, Logan first. I want to go up in the order of this Discord room. So Logan first. What did you say?
I mean, I don't care about it, but they announced Fortnite.
Fortnite
Yeah,
on
but that's for all platforms, man. There's nothing special about it.
But now it's
And
on the
it's free.
Switch, Josh.
Oh, whoop-de-doo,
Hey, it's
man.
cross-platform,
Whoop-de-doo.
man. You could play with other people on like PC and Xbox and shit on your Switch.
Unless you played it on PlayStation, then you
Yeah,
can.
did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, they're not allowing cross platforming with Switch and PS4.
So
which is
if you've
pretty
ever used your
crazy.
Epic account with your PS4, then you can't use it for the Switch.
Mhm.
Damn, that's some bad blood. Holy shit.
It's really stupid. I don't understand why. I mean, I understand why, but I think it's stupid.
It's childish, man.
It's churlish.
It's very selfish. All right, so Logan said Fortnite. Josh, what were you saying?
Mario Party.
Oh yeah, I was excited. Oh,
I'm down to lose some friends. There's a lot of them just building up.
actually-
oh, let's do it.
Actually, like at work today, I was watching day 2 of Nintendo Direct or Nintendo Tree or whatever it was
The
called.
treehouse thing?
And yeah, the treehouse thing. And so 4 of the commentators were playing Mario Party. Throughout the whole game, each and every one of them was individually getting fucked over by RNG. And like by the end of it, one of the commentators was like, "All right, we're done here. We're just gonna move on to the next segment." And yes, I'm still a bit salty with
Dang.
that last game. Like,
Dang.
so
Damn.
I'm definitely excited for Mario Party and definitely down to see like what new mini games they have to.
All right, so I
piss
have a
people off.
question. Is it like the card type of thing, or is it actually a board game again?
I actually saw them actually play the board game. Most of the maps now are going to be a little bit more condensed because I know before then there's just so much going on in the map that like we sometimes get lost, but in the new one that they announced, it's more condensed, so it's like we won't get lost as to like what's going on around the map, what to
Come on.
do and stuff.
All right,
You're getting
Brandon.
lost in the Mario Party maps. Like
Actually, yeah, because those maps are pretty fucking big.
They're designed for children.
No, it's not.
What do you mean?
What do you,
We're
what do you mean?
children.
They're designed for
Are
children.
you calling us children?
Everyone's
No,
a child at
They're
heart.
designed for children, though.
I am so excited for Mario Party because that was like my jam back when I was a kid, and now that they're bringing it back out, it's like it just never dies. I think the last time they even made a Mario Party was it the Wii U? Like, did they only have one or? Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was like the Wii or the Wii U.
Yeah,
but
they do one for
it's been a
every like main
while.
console they have. So the last one was the Wii U, but that one didn't sell very well because not that many people had a Wii U. I know for the past 2 ones though, they had this weird car mechanic where all 4 of you were like riding in a car together.
They actually had your characters ride in a car.
All 4 of
throughout
you moved
throughout the-
together throughout the game.
I
That's why I was
saw
asking
that.
if this was the
How do you
actual
get
board game.
stars before the other
Oh.
people then?
I don't.
It was
weird.
really weird. It was a
That's
very
what you
bad
meant.
gameplay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this one
it
is
was,
just going back to the like original Mario Party formula where you just roll a dice and each person just takes a turn and walks around.
Good. They need to do that.
Yeah, maybe they're bringing that back. And like, it didn't work really
Ugh.
well the last one.
I also saw that like when you purchase stars now, they're worth 10 coins.
Oh,
Ooh.
So
Oh.
it's definitely going to be very and also each character has their own special dice to roll. So like
what?
Peach has her own special dice where it's like a combination of like 1, 2, 2, like 5 and 7 or something. And then Bowser has like -3 coins, and then 8, 9, 10 on the dice roll. So
What the shit?
Damn.
yeah, they've worked pretty hard on this Mario Party. I'm assuming so. I'm very excited to see
I
what
mean,
it's
I don't know
gonna
if
be
they're
like.
working on balance though. That sounds busted.
I mean,
Especially like a character like
It's
steals
like
shit
you have a 1 in 6 chance of rolling a -3 coin though for Bowser. So like it kind
Okay.
of evens out.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so Brandon, did you have a game on the Switch that you wanted to talk about?
Oh yeah, there's like this small indie game. It's just coming up. It's called Super Smash Ultimate. I've never really heard of it before, but like it's getting a lot of traction. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly, but like it looks really cool. It's got a lot of characters. Uh,
Yeah, all
I'm
of
really
them.
hoping
Everyone.
that it takes off because I feel like it's got a lot of original characters. It's got like my boy Pichu. That's it.
Dude, like I had to replay, the whole trailer just because I wanted to count how many they were showing, and I think I counted to like 65, 70 characters. All of the characters that they showed during that trailer. Oh, it's exciting.
I actually forgot some of them. I was like, who the fuck is that? Oh yeah, right. I was like, there's so many. There's like, I'm probably having like, they got Snake, they got Sonic, they got Cloud.
Yeah, so I like how their tagline for Nintendo is just everyone is here. Just like anybody who is in any other Smash game, just they're here.
Yeah, I
Just-
feel kind of bad about all those people that like bought the DLCs individually. Like they bought Ryu for like $10 or some shit, and like it's just if you get this Ultimate Edition, it's just fucking everybody that like.
Well,
there you
I
go.
mean, it's not like they knew that the creator was gonna dump every single
And
character.
that was like
from
years
previous
ago,
game.
anyways.
Yeah.
That's true, but man, I just really hate DLC.
I mean, it feels like, because like since the Switch is doing so well, that they had to make this Smash like amazing. It had to be the Smash game that's like in the talks. So I kind of understand why they would put all the characters in here.
Do you think this would ever be the last Super Smash ever created?
Oh
no.
no.
Not if it keeps pulling these numbers.
You know how much money Nintendo
Because
makes
this
off the
is,
Smash
I mean,
games?
I know, but like, I
That's
just,
like the golden child.
I just want to know, like, what are they gonna come up with after this? 'Cause this
No,
is like,
the next one it'll be back to like 8 characters.
okay, because literally this is like a
Dude.
grand finale of like all these characters, and I'm just like, is this it?
They'll,
Is
they'll
this the
just
final
restart.
Super Smash?
or
No, they're gonna
like
put
Mario
Dark
and
Souls
Luigi.
characters in here.
Dude, I really hope I get to the point in the future, like I'm alive long enough for like Smash versus Marvel or Smash versus Capcom or some shit. This
And
is
they
like
already
my-
got Capcom in there. Might as well put
Yeah,
Marvel
they already have
too.
Capcom.
Shit.
Like, they throw in like I was just like 300 characters in there. Fuck it, like
They need
or
a
Shonen Jump versus Smash. Like, put Goku in there. Like,
I was talking to a fellow Beluga of ours, and we were talking, and he mentioned that Sora from Kingdom Hearts should be in it.
time out now. If Sora's gonna be in it, then Banjo and Kazooie should be in Smash too.
Well, I feel
Okay.
like Sora's
About
more.
Conquer.
Sora's sounds okay just because they already have Cloud in here.
they already have like 50 sword characters.
Okay.
I mean, I agree. Banjo Kazooie, they could do some versatile shit with the B moves, and N64 is where Banjo Kazooie premiered.
And they were one of the OGs of Nintendo, man. Like
That's true.
they helped put
I don't know if
3D
I say OG, but they were
they
there.
helped put 3D platforming out there, man. That's all I
true.
gotta say.
That's a very
Right.
true
Stick Conquer in there then.
statement.
You know, now that we're talking about this, do you think they're gonna release more characters, or they're just done?
Oh, definitely.
Ultimate,
No,
we're
they-
done. You
they
think
are.
they're
Definitely
DLC?
gonna
Like,
release.
They
That's what
said
I'm
that they're not done
saying.
announcing characters yet.
Who's gonna like? I could actually see Sora, but they put Sora. They might as well put Donald. And
All right,
Goofy.
yeah, let's just.
I mean, they already showed like 70. Think about like, I want to know what is the total.
They'll put the
of
tree
characters
from
they're gonna
Mario
have.
Odyssey in there.
No, the
Just the
T-Rex.
tree.
Or
Oh,
the
dude, or the
T-Rex.
hat. They'll put the hat in. That'd be actually pretty cool. You just take over people for 5 seconds.
I wonder. I mean, the hat is going to be in the game. I wonder what they're going to do.
Or
I wonder if you
dude,
can
maybe
do
Mario
that.
has a moveset where he throws his hat.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah,
actually.
for like a recovery, that'd be cool. He can like throw his hat
Yeah.
and jump on it.
Oh my god.
Oh, so
Because-
so then they might just get rid of his little spinning move
I mean,
and
Luigi
replace it
already
with
has
the
that. Just
throwing,
leave Luigi with
throwing
it.
hat.
Oh, you mean like his down B? Yeah, they could just
Yeah,
make
his
him
down
spinning the hat. That would make sense.
Or they can make it like an echo character, like OG Mario, Odyssey Mario. Like they could do it. It probably wouldn't take them that much work.
That's true. That's true. We heard Josh, you want Banjo Kazooie, and Logan, if you could have any character, you already got your Mega Man. So if you could have any other character in this new Smash, who would you have?
I don't even remember. I don't play Nintendo that much anymore.
Dude, in the trailer, they were showing like how many different types of Mega Man? Like 5, 6 or so? Like, are they
Yeah,
all going to be in there?
I'm hyped. They updated the Super Smash and now Proto Man and Base are in that. I'm hyped for that.
It's
Yeah,
hype.
it's gonna be exciting.
I'm just not hype. I mean, wait, don't we have a Mega Man game coming out? Mega Man X?
Oh,
Mega
yeah,
Man
all,
11.
all the
Yeah.
Mega Man is coming out next month, which
Oh,
I'm also
nice.
hyped for.
Is that Nintendo still?
That's Capcom.
Oh, okay.
That's Kappa
Or
7.
no, I meant, is it coming onto the Nintendo Switch console, or is it coming on
Is it gonna
PS4?
be all for all platforms or?
I think it's all
Xbox?
platforms.
I would assume all
Okay.
platforms. I think that's a safe assumption for this game. All right, so how about you, Brandon? What would your dream character be?
Oh, I have to go back to Goku.
Okay.
Spirit Bomb! It was just a dude just standing in the back, just like, just fucking don't move. You know the people that camp in the back when the four ways? Just Goku in the back, like. But it's probably never gonna happen. But I can dream.
Okay. What about you, Christina?
I was gonna say, how was it just Sailor Moon just came out of nowhere and she's just in this game? No, it would not fit. But I don't know. I really don't have any preferences because I never really played Super Smash, so I can't really say who I really
Actually,
want in it.
what if they decided to put Crash Bandicoot?
That was
in?
gonna you fucking stole my answer,
Oh,
Josh.
I'm so
Oh,
Oh,
I
snap.
forgot about that.
Okay,
Did I-
well then let's just add Spiral in there too.
No,
You might-
because Crash isn't owned by Sony anymore, and he wasn't in PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale. So like, put him in a fighting game, put him in Smash. I want to see Crash versus Mario. They said that like
Oh, yeah.
Pac-Man versus Mario would never happen, and it happened. And Mega Man versus Mario wouldn't happen, and here we are. Like, we're living the dream, guys.
Sonic
Just keep
versus
going.
Mario.
Ryu.
Oh, that too.
But yeah, like they could actually do like PlayStation All Stars. Like there's a couple of them that like they could probably get into Smash.
Yeah, they
I was
already
hoping
have
they would
Snake put
announce-
right in.
Yeah.
So I was hoping they would announce new All Stars.
Oh
That's
yeah,
Yeah,
no game.
PlayStation All Stars. I hope they fix that game if they release it
Well-
again. I'm like, really like it, but like it was really weird. Like
I
I
actually-
mean,
Oh no, go ahead, Brandon.
okay, I mean like it was a cool game though. That's all I have to say.
I actually don't think they're gonna come out with another PlayStation All Stars just because like Super Smash Brothers now is just gaining so much traction that like I don't think any other like All Star game would be able to like compete at all.
Yeah,
And people
me
would
too.
not even like think about it. But just be just another thought to them.
Yeah, no, I enjoyed All Stars, but I don't think it did well enough commercially or critically to see Sony making a sequel for it.
Yeah.
And it had a unique game style to it. And I also found out that Sly Cooper in that game is pretty annoying to deal with.
Oh,
So
yeah.
stupid.
All right, well, that's it for Nintendo. Were there any last like announcements or trailers from this E3 that you guys wanted to mention before we wrap things up?
I mean, the one that I thought, I don't know, it'd be interesting to talk about was like the Let's Go Pikachu / Eevee.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that actually, because that got announced the week before E3, so I completely forgot about that.
And I mean, also, I thought it was kind of cool because, like, you get to pretty much, you play Pokemon Go, and then you could transfer it to your Nintendo Switch. So I thought that was kind of a cool feature. Do you
Yeah.
think Pokemon Go? Do you think they're gonna have a comeback after the Let's Go Pikachu / Eevee?
I can see like
No.
a slight bump, but I don't know if I'd say a comeback.
If anything, if I were to play that game, I would just log into my Pokemon Go account, just transfer all my Pokemon, and then never touch Pokemon Go again.
Damn,
It's
so you're
alright.
trapping them.
I mean, Pokemon Go had a good run, but it just shit on people too hard. Like
Yeah.
it's too rough to be a Pokemon Go player. And just,
Once they
like,
updated it, it just destroyed everything. So
Well, yeah, they had a lot of bugs and like server issues with that game. and
Well,
it was
I
just kind of-
didn't mind the bugs or the thing crashing or the thing not reading my shit correctly. It was when they removed that I could track Pokemon with the steps. Because like now
yeah.
I'm just wandering around a field. At least I like when the steps were going down, I was going somewhere.
Yeah,
Once they updated it, it just kind of changed everything. No one wanted to play it. I personally don't mind the crash either, just because that's kind of a good sign. It just means it's super popular. I mean, everyone was playing it,
Yeah, that's
and
true.
and it just came out. So I mean, they just need a lot. They needed to like fix things, not update it, but fix it, and they didn't do that. So okay.
Alrighty. Well, does anyone else have anything else?
how do you guys feel about the new Tomb Raider game?
I feel whelmed.
Mm.
Just
felt-
okay about it.
Yeah,
Whelmed is the word.
To me, it was just like I
Meh.
feel like they didn't really need to make another Tomb Raider game, but I'd still be down to just see what kind of gameplays they have or what kind of new abilities they have in here and what kind of shit I can pull.
Yeah, but overall, I just kind of feel like, I mean, it's a game.
Did you guys see the trailer for Tetris Effect?
Oh yeah, I was thinking about
Oh,
mentioning
yeah.
that.
That was super trippy. I was sitting there kind of drunk, and I was just sitting there like, wait, what's going on?
I'm
Huh?
not gonna lie,
How do I play Tetris?
they had a good
Like,
few VR games. You know, like I kind of want a VR sort of.
Yeah, and play Resident Evil 7.
Oh hell
Yeah.
no! Hell
Because
no.
I actually heard playing Resident Evil 7 with VR is like the best experience you can have.
I heard it's super
with VR.
stressful.
yeah,
I wanna try it.
it's probably like one of the best experiences of going to other people. Like, you can actually shit yourself in real life.
Oh, that's fantastic. Let's just all
Oh.
poop ourselves.
There's one game I forgot about.
It's a really good game.
What game is that, Logan?
They announced Battletoads.
Oh shit, yeah. I actually did forget about Battletoads.
That game was hype back in the day.
It was. I'm curious to see what they're gonna do, but again, I feel like it's just not gonna be that great. Like every Double Dragons remake has just kind of been meh. At least that I've played, it's just been meh. So
Yeah.
I don't know how this is gonna do.
Yeah, I'll wait and see what happens with this.
The one I wanted to mention to you, Jean-Pierre, was the Fire Emblem, the 3 houses. What do you think about that?
I mean, I haven't played Fire Emblem in a while. I played the mobile game and that's fun. I don't really care too much about the story though. It's really corny JRPG stuff. So I don't know. I don't have a Switch, but if I had a Switch, I'd probably give it a go.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of Control?
Oh yeah, the
Oh
PlayStation
yeah, I
one.
saw that.
That looked interesting. It looked weird, but I don't know. It was interesting enough to keep my attention.
For me, it gave me a little bit of an Infamous vibe, just cause like she has her own superpowers where she could just move things with her mind. But I mean, there's also like a Portal 2 kind of feel, and it just cause it just seems like she's just trying to get out of that one building.
Actually, the first time I saw the trailer, I thought that was really stupid. I didn't like it, and then the second time I saw it, I was paying a little bit more attention. I was like, "Oh, okay." That's when it got my interest.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we'll see more about it later, I guess. I want to see some actual gameplay though.
Yeah, I do too.
And then, I don't know. I'm trying to see what else we got here. I mean, the only thing I could think of was like After Party, but I mean, that's just a new.
I mean, we can talk about first-person shooter games, but
You know,
They
they're
introduced.
coming out. They're coming out with Black Ops 4.
Oh yeah,
I
Battle
always like how they
Royale
try to
mode.
like sell them just like innovative new technology where you can shoot with like it's the same shit, dude. You can't. We went as far as we possibly could with like shooting games. Like, what can you add? Like,
A vest that actually shocks you whenever you get shot.
actually, that'd be pretty cool.
another VR game that I really liked too was that Ghost Giant.
Oh yeah, that looked cute. Looked kind of like a weird Animal Crossing. Not Animal Crossing, but you know the animals were cute and they're talking, and you just help the animal. I don't know,
You're like this big monster. You're being a monster.
but you're helping.
Yeah,
being
a
nice.
friendly monster. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we've talked a significant amount of time about this E3 2018 and all the releases. So I think it's about time that we wrap this up. I'm trying to blank on how to end this, guys. Anyone want to help?
Yeah.
Don't buy Assassin's Creed.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
It is not worth your money and time.
All right. Well, that reminds me. If you've made it this far and you're listening, don't pre-order anything. Just wait till it comes out. There's no reason to pre-order shit anymore when everything's digital. Like you can get access to the game. Just don't.
No,
don't
no,
get
time
it.
out. If you pre-order Overcooked, you get the Too Many Cooks starter pack, and you get Little Cthulhu as a cook. So
Eh.
And that's the end of the
That's-
show.
Technically a free.
All right, well, we've been Snorkeling Beluga. If you like this, you know what to do, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Or not.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Wait, what do we do?
Oh shit! I
Alright.
forgot to talk about Just Dance. Damn it.
Oh,
Yeah, it's okay. You didn't
darn.
have to do that.
Yeah, you don't need to, John.
Are we gonna boogie?